Hi everybody, it's Laura at Sheer Passion. Welcome back. 4 videos now. Wow, I'm almost famous. Just kidding, I'm not actually. But I have loved every minute of talking to you. I've loved every minute of sharing my thoughts. I've loved every minute of encouraging you to change and get a second opinion, to not stop there, to dig deeper. And I really am feeling led to change the subject up and really talk about something a little different than divorce, because I said we were going to go over a few of those things. And I listened to my video, and yes, we could have gone so much deeper on so many different subjects. But I think it's time to sort of take a side road and deal with something again to empower us. And I will tell you that life has been very difficult lately. My husband and I have reached another goal. We've set goals to be financially independent so that we can love on people and not always be at work. We have worked very hard to get where we're at. I will tell you, we've been walking uphill for 5 years with roller skates on. We feel like there's been flamethrowers and ice patches, if you know what I mean, while we're going up this hill. But it's so worth it to be empowered, to be financially set free. And life has been a little difficult lately. I mean, that's just the nicest way of putting it. I don't want to get into it because it's personal and not everyone's going to understand that. And I think it's powerful when you're on this really great path and then all of a sudden you fall down. And that is because I think that there's power in the devil there. We have to not forget to be in God's word every day. And one of the things that I've been recognizing is marriages. Marriages are powerful. We do so much in marriage that is powerful. And I've been studying Revelations and I've been studying Genesis, and I'm concerned about the issue that we have in sex in our culture. And a lot of it happens to deal with in marriages, because in marriages, that's going to come along. So let's take a side road here and understand that I speak to you on these tapes to share with you that I don't want you to get tripped up on my lip gloss or my earrings, or she's having a good hair day on these videos. I'm a hairstylist. You know, if I don't have great hair, then who does? I go through really tough things too. So when I sit here and I listen to these videos, I sit back with them and I pray to God that the people that see these videos feel empowered. So first, let me tell you, if I am joking, I think it's really easy to take something that's a little hard to swallow if you can laugh it down. And so recognize that I will take things that could be extremely difficult and put a humor twist on there. So it's a little easier for you and I to look at how black we can be sometimes. That's okay. So there is this campaign out there, and I love my girls who are going to see this video. You know who you are, who you put these things on Facebook, and I just feel like I need to stand up for us, because when I'm studying Genesis and when I'm studying Revelations, of course, my subject that I love is sex, so I understand it and I get it. It's free the nipple. These babies are going to be out there, and free the nipple. Did she say nipple? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I mean, for some of you who know, it's Free the Nipple campaign. For some of you who don't know, it's called Free the Nipple. This is not for all breastfeeding moms across America. No, it is not. Actually, it's to say that women's nipples should be allowed to be in the media now. I could have them out now and it wouldn't trip anybody up because it's my choice. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. But we got to go over this. So how do we love people on this subject, since it's so one-sided, right? Well, and I'm going to call her out because I'm going to hashtag her in my videos. Thank you, Google. Lena Esco is this woman who has decided that no one is petitioning to free women's nipples in the media. Newspapers, walking around town, in movies, sitcoms, books, wherever it is. So she wants to empower women to have the ability to be equal in Free the Nipple, equality with men. Well, first of all, there isn't going to be a naked nip who's ever going to find time to get equality against men with nakedness in the nipple. I mean, if you're looking for equality in nakedness, you got to be kidding yourself. Where does your standard start? At what is your standard for nakedness? Because the minute that you line up 100 women and you check these puppies out, you're going to get all different views on what's actually acceptable. I didn't want to look at that, but you had it out there for me, and I didn't have an opportunity to not look at it. So the first time I saw it shared on Facebook, I went, free the nipple? I thought it was another cancer thing, because cancer will always get your attention online by twisting it a little bit and making it about sex, and all of a sudden you'll click on their, community give. Oh, it's for prostate cancer. Okay, so we have free the nipple, but that means that it's okay. There's nothing sexual about a woman's nipple. This is what Lena's saying. Lena is telling us that we are equal to men in that. Where do you find that standard? Why would Lena say that we can and Laura says we can't? I think it's great because we both have L names. We both have short hair. I love it. She cracks me up. She's not going to like me. But I will tell you, Lena, I love you, girlfriend. I really do. I don't know why you want that out there. I think you forgot how special you are. I think you forgot when Eve arrived on the planet. Sex arrived. That's why our breast tissue looks different than men's pectoral muscles. That's why 100 men can run down the sidewalk with their shirts off in 100-degree weather, and they all look different. Let's just say, for giggles, that not everyone actually has a six-pack and great pair of pecs. We'll all look. We'll all look. Why do we look? Because we can, actually. A lot of it's because we can. Lust Bunny right here is going to look to see if they do have a six-pack, because that's worth looking for. But you stick 100 women running down the sidewalk with breast tissue flopping around, gone rogue on the side, all different sizes. Why are hers not even bouncing? What? Because we're all different. But Lena, when we will be running down that sidewalk with our nipples out, neither will we be as fast as the men, neither will we sweat like the men, neither will we look like the men. No, we won't get more pay at work because we have our boobies out. It'll just be sexual, because now, instead of closing that up and realizing that we are sexual beings and that we are empowered in that, we shouldn't be put down with that. We're special because of that. Men and women are equal, period. If you can't accept that, there isn't any form of nakedness that will give you that equality. You're looking for equality in all the wrong things. God designed your breast tissue for you and your partner, which means I can empower heterosexual couples and same-sex marriages. Why would you want that out there as if it's not special? Absolutely, breast tissue is special. Folks, that's why when we watch the movies and the woman's top is coming down, you recognize, oh, the leading man is so handsome. And now they are chest to chest. They are to do what we call the intimacy sex part, and it rains, and then we're off to the next screen. I mean, even some of the most conservative Christians like to see the part in the movie where they know that the nakedness is coming, and it's that time where they actually get to, he sees her body. It's absolutely amazing. What about the time where people's breast tissues have been out for your young children that are actually in the store or walking by? You don't know they're going to be there, but they are there. They're just boobs. Right there. There's your child. And as if your boobs don't, like your boobs are covered up, but like her boobs are out. And then he's looking at her boobs and you can't help it because her boobs are out there. And you're like, oh, her boobs look better than my boobs. Why? That's okay. Because women compare themselves. Now we're just out, and now we have our child, or we have our children, men or women, looking. And so now all of a sudden we have our husbands and our boyfriends and our significant others are also looking. I'll kill you. We can't help all those things as if it's not sexual. Now, in the beginning, she is stating that if we free the nipple, conservatives are going to be upset. The whole world should be upset, not just conservatives, the whole world. Because you're saying that it's back to that veil that we have over our face, that it's not sexual. When you and I go into malls and stores and restaurants, imagine eating your salad, waiting for your soup and salad to come, and some woman walks in with her nunnies out there, and you're like, wow, what is she doing? Like, you can't, watch your soup, chicken. Because I don't understand. It's going to be like in the bowl. And here's the other thing. For someone like myself, who's going to look at that because I understand sexuality, that's not hidden from me. I'm a woman and I don't struggle with my sexuality. But you put your boobs out there? Oh yeah, I'm going to look. Absolutely. I'm going to see what you're working with. The thing is, I want to just eat my soup and salad. I just want to relax. I don't want boobs out there. Lena, her boobs are her boobs. Can she please leave them at home? She's equal to her husband right now. If you're struggling with that, let's talk about that. If you're struggling with equality, let's sit down and say, Laura, I don't find equality in men. Well, that's funny, Lena. I do. Where are you pulling your standard from? I'd like to hear that because I'll share my standard. My standard happens to be, where is it? The Bible. Right here it says, and they recognized their nakedness and were clothed. That's in Genesis. That's the first book of the Bible. We don't even get out and they actually recognize their nakedness later. This is crazy. Stay tuned because by the time we get to Revelations, people go crazy. So in here, they recognize their nakedness, which means obviously I don't trip people up with my arms out. I'd trip people up if these babies were out while cutting hair. Yeah, just I didn't do any laundry, so I just decided to cut hair naked today. Not a problem, right? It's totally a problem. It's totally a problem. It absolutely is sexual. The day Eve arrived on the planet, sex was created. Sex was amazing. What was Adam doing? We still haven't answered that question. No one's answered that question for me. What Adam was doing alone by himself. Was he asexual at that point? Was he left to masturbation? I don't think so. God actually talks about that in the Bible. Why are we so struggling with breast tissue? Let it be what it is, folks. It's amazing. It's fabulous. They're beautiful. Less than perky at a certain season of your life. Always want to be better. Need a plastic surgeon. Comfortable that they're still on my chest because I haven't lost them to cancer or some tragic accident. Thank the Lord God Almighty. But we don't get to put them out there and find equality. Adam and Eve had the same value. Adam's jobs towards Eve's and Eve's towards Adam were a little different and yet both equal to God. They both mattered to God. That has not changed. But if you don't pull your standard from Christ, no wonder you will do the very thing that God covered up in Genesis. You'll be the chick to decide it doesn't matter. Folks, don't stand by Lena when Armageddon gets here. Girlfriend, if you push this free the nipple through, lightning's bound to get you. You of all people, you don't think that this boundary has been tried before? You do not get to come after the same-sex community is dwindling down the GOP. No, Lena, don't you do that dirty stuff. Keep it safe. Keep it amazing. Folks, we have it closed up and we don't treat it with respect. How in the world do you think if you get it out there that you'll treat it with respect? Not only that, you don't know what you will do to trip up the children, the innocent, the ones who can't decide what to look at or to process. Remember, when a baby is breastfeeding, the baby was created out of sex. Daddy got that chest before the baby did, and that's okay. There's no shame in that, folks. That's not being crude. That's allowing us to understand why this is such a huge issue. It leads back to sexuality. Dad had the breast tissue first, now the baby feeds from the breast tissue. Fine, that's okay. But you don't get to tell these young women out here who are struggling with their security that it's okay to whip out a boob because they're going to somehow find equality with men. Did you explain to them when their girlfriend who's more attractive than them happens to also whip out her boob at the very same time that the new guy that she likes is on a date with her? And since we've got both sets of knockers out there, I'm sure the guy will be able to clearly choose. Ladies, if you love anybody called your brother, your father, your cousin, your next door neighbor, your boyfriend, you won't do those things. First, understand how men are turned on by sight. That's not Christian research, folks. That's science. Science has found that out. People who don't even love God have decided, men are turned on by the sight of things. When you're in your jeans, that's why the rappers get to rap about it. Her apple bottom jeans. What does that even mean? He's seeing her butt and her legs. He's turned on by that. He remembers it. He coins it as a phrase. The thing is that breast tissue is so amazing. That's not what we're equal at. We're definitely not equal where the nipple is concerned. That's where we're amazing. We have a totally different ability to get attention in the room. Ladies, let's do a little test. We're going to send 100 men and women into a room, and a man's going to take off his shirt. you kind of get people looking. Maybe Laura looked. Laura looked heads down. Now he puts his shirt back on, or maybe he leaves it off. I don't know. But you take your top off. Let's just see how long it takes to get everybody going. What? What's going on over there? We have power. There's always power in nakedness. The thing is, it has nothing to do about equality or love for oneself, because if you loved yourself, you'd say, I deserve to keep that covered. Those are there all the time. I take them from point A to point B when I brush my teeth and when I squat to pee. They're with me when I pay my bills, when I go to sleep, when I see that girl at work. They're with me. The thing is that they also are part of your sexual organs, and they deserve respect. So respect yourself. And if you whip them out there, and if you just make it like it's freeing the nipple and we're going to find equality, you just lost Christmas morning, folks. Let me phrase this again. You lost Christmas morning. There will be no newness in nakedness. There will be no amazingness in sexuality. If you actually dumb down the breast tissue of women so it doesn't get a reaction out of you and you don't look, well then God forbid the people who, that's what you get to see when you actually make love to your wife. That's what you get to see when you pull off the blouse. That's what you get to cover up so that everybody at work in the grocery store can just get their jobs done. And now it's going to be out there as if it's nothing. Well, that's fine, Lena. If you get what you want, then sex is nothing either. And everybody who's singing about flopping these babies around, we're just going to take you from here on up now. We're just going to use your words because we'll just think it. We'll just think it when we get out there on the sidewalk because, you know, we can just imagine the ones that are actually out there already. So rappers, from here on out, we're just going to take your face a-rapping, okay? Because we got enough of these out there. You don't need to have honeys in your rap video anymore because it's not really that big of a deal. Or is it? Maybe Lena should call you because your lyrics tell us that it does matter. Oh, maybe we should ask husbands. Is your wife allowed to just unveil the very, you know, equal nipple? I mean, it shouldn't really matter. And what about boyfriends? What about brothers? What about the guys who won't be able to control themselves because now every woman is a sexual being inside of their mind and they just got to see what they used to have to earn? Even for people who don't claim Christianity and they're not waiting for marriage to have sex. You don't understand what you've done. You've dumbed down sex. You've made it as if it's whatever. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, then take the breast tissue completely out of fornications because it's nothing. Don't touch them. Don't use them. Don't squeeze them. Don't unveil them. Just work with the bottom half, you know, because really we already know what this is all about. It's not special anymore. You've made it every day. You've made it yesterday, actually. You've made it old news. That was so 2 minutes ago. You're not empowering these women to find equality in being better. Every time you walk by some woman in the mall, she's got a vagina and breast tissue. If she doesn't because of tragedy, ladies, we're sorry. That's awful. And I can't ever fix that for you. I don't say this to dumb us down. I say this to pair us together. We are awesome. God has created us to literally stand the room to attention with our nakedness. There's power in that. Don't buy into the fact that there's no power in it. That's where the devil gets in. Saying that this is okay to be covered up allows you to go about your business in the rest of the day because we're always going to be sexual beings. But if you haven't noticed, even some of the crazy rogue sexual predators, they can't have sex all day long either. It's covered up most of the hours, folks. It's used very little during the day, week, month, and year. That's why it's covered up, because it has its time. And if you put it out there as if it's nothing, then you've just taken the part in women that allows them to believe in the value that God has created them with the moment they wake up and put their feet to the ground, as if it's nothing. You don't get to say that, Lena. I hope more people tell you you're awesome, Lena. You're special. You don't deserve to just take your top off and act like it's okay. So it's hot outside and I just decided not to wear a bra. Laura, maybe you don't understand what it's like to just run free. Run free in your living room, people. You don't get to come outside and decide what my eyeballs see. It's bad enough when I see the shorts you chose to wear. Your legs don't look that good. Girl, wear pants. The thing is, you don't understand that all women are special. Breast tissue is special. It's not to make us feel weird. It's not to put us down. We're not going to find equality in that, girls. That's not where it's at. We both have 2 sets of nipples. Let's just let it. They got nipples. We got nipples. Let's let it at that. Why are you trying to find equality in the thing that God covered up the moment that Adam and Eve sinned, had them thrown out of paradise? You're not paying attention. You're also not empowering yourself to be important. Hands down, important. Recently, Miley Cyrus in the media has decided to stand behind Lena Esco's movement of Free the Nipple, and she's further along than she's ever been. Miley Cyrus. Honey, you cannot act like some weird rogue stripper on the stage and then wear nude bodices, and make all of the innuendos and gestures about lewd sexual moves, grab your nipples, put your nipples in people's mouths. I'm sorry, you don't actually get to use that as a powerful sexual tool, because now you're saying that that sexual tool is out there and open for everybody. That's not okay. You need to pick what side. Now, if you're going to stand up for Lena's movement and say that do whatever you want, you're denouncing Christ, your bisexuality, your bi-curiousness, your inability to keep your own pants on is because you're angry. Your father did things to your mother that the media posted. Billy Ray Cyrus also claims to be a Christian. Yes, it does. Always lead back to somebody waving the banner of Jesus. Yep, we pissed you off. Miley, I'm sorry that your dad did those things. My dad's not a perfect man either. None of anybody's fathers are going to be perfect men. That didn't mean that our God wasn't perfect. He is. And I'm sorry that your mother was run through the mill with this guy who, my achy breaky heart, don't break my heart. I just don't think you don't understand. Yeah, that's who it is. For everybody out there who didn't know who Billy Ray Cyrus was, that's all you're getting from me. Yep, that guy. Oh, that guy. Yeah, Miley's his daughter. Well, she was run through the mill. She heard somebody claim the banner of Christ. They were in the media. No one called her dad out. And now she's like, screw God. Miley, you making bad decisions is one thing. You using your fame to free the nipple? Girl, don't free the nipple. I just don't think you don't understand. Don't make me sing a song to you in your daddy's weird, twangy mullet voice. Stop doing that. From now on, Miley, every time you make a video, you need to be from here on up. Because, I mean, honestly, men's boobs, women's boobs, they're just equal. They're really nothing. We don't even need them in the videos. They're not powerful. They're kind of like yesterday, really. Don't you guys all think they're like yesterday? We don't. No, just, girl, sing your lyrics, and we're all just left to this now. Because I did see a few sets on the way home. So I'm good, girl. I'm good. You just need to sing them lyrics, bring it to me in a new way. Miley, it has power. It's always had power. It's going to have power till the end. Revelations is full of sexual innuendos where God talks about laying down the adulterous woman. Yeah, because he's going to slay the people who've decided not to walk with him. I have been reading this and really affected by what God is saying in the sexual innuendos in Revelations. And my heart just goes out to us, folks. We are causing our own problems. Instead of just recognizing that we have power in sexuality and that we haven't chosen to look at all of it, we're using our fame to tell other people to do things that are going to cause such a huge fluctuation in our culture. And when you recognize that science has proven men are built on looks. Ladies, are you kidding me? Do you want to make plastic surgery the #1 medical procedure so that we can all go get better boobies? Are you kidding me? Not that I wouldn't love it. I would love it. But it's not to put it out there. Let's just all be honest. If we could go to the plastic surgeon and we could afford it, could we? I'd say yes. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. I think I would. Yeah. Yeah, and fix my belly button while you're at it and get in there with the inner thigh. Actually, if you just pull these suckers up, does it pull all of it? I think it does. I think they're all connected. Start at my toe, use the string, pull around my ear, and pull tight. We're good. I would be okay with that. Not to put it out there, not to be naked in front of everybody, for myself. So I feel better. So I feel more confident. The minute you feel confident, run into another woman who's more confident, that you find her more attractive. Oh yeah, run her nakedness near your husband. See how long you speak to each other that evening. Folks, you have no idea what you're going to do to marriages. You have no idea what you're going to do to young men who think they love that girl, but they also love that girl. Oh my God, they love that girl. They don't love that girl. They're lusting after that girl. They have no option. They don't know who's coming around the corner naked. They have no clue what they're going to look at. I'm going to look at it. I'll call you out. Folks, I will call you out. Then you're going to have all kinds of weird shapes. You're going to have the ones that look like tractor trailers on the front of people's chests. You're going to have the pasty white pancake cleavage, them things that lay down right against the chest, and you're just like, what? Someone like stretch those puppies out. Those will be the people who put them out there. It's never. Do you see Sofia Vergara walking around topless? No. She can entice you with having clothing on. She doesn't need to put it out there. You know it's got to be amazing. There is some power in not everybody seeing it, Lena. You did not empower these women to see themselves with the ability to create power when they are naked. It's more powerful if you know what you can do and you choose not to do it. That's what real power is. When you throw it out there, you don't actually believe it. No, you don't believe your boobs are powerful. You think they're not powerful. Fine, then Lena, don't call it equality. You don't get to call it equality because women are not equal to men there. Ladies, repeat after me. Adam and Eve were equal to God, just as important. Women nowadays are equal to men. Ladies, we don't do all the jobs they do. Stop trying to earn the same kind of money they're earning unless you're willing to do the exact same steps. Don't socialize pay because of gender specifics. Then start to be a plumber. Plumbers make great money. Go deal with people's beep. Oh, we gotta like censor that out. Poop. Go deal with people's poop. Go be out in the 2 degrees and fix that person's pipe who burst with poop. Oh yeah, you want his pay? Yeah, knock yourself out. Go get it. The thing is that people don't realize refrigeration, you want to do that? Oh, you'll be in the hot and the very, very cold all the time. Yeah, good luck with that. It's not the most fun job. Women, we are not going to find equality in our sexual parts. We look nothing like them. Nothing like them. How dare you call out the nipple? I'm so surprised you don't call out the whole kit and caboodle. Oh, you don't mean the breast tissue it's attached to. Right. Forgot that. Our nipples are at the end of breast tissue and men's nipples are at the end of their pectoral muscle. Now, fat dudes got boobies. Yeah, but you know, fat women have bigger boobies than thinner women. I mean, it's all relative, but I mean, for the most of it, in our prime, when we were young, women's nipples are at the end of breast tissue. How dare you get that nipple out there? So what if I didn't see anybody just putting the nipple out there. Shirts that had little cutouts for this little brown hat that pops out. We're talking about the entire breast tissue. Lena, you don't get to do that. Our nipples are located at a different spot on top of more breast tissue than men, which means we're not equal there. We're not equal there, and we're not equal down there either. Just because we both pee and poop near our genitals doesn't allow us to bring them out. Folks, you can't do that. Stand up for yourselves. Say, Lena, we're all important. Miley, how dare you use your fame to stray these young people? You want to go rogue with your own nipples on your own time and your own rap videos? Knock yourself out. You're already empowering those people to not understand sex. That's bad enough. But you don't get to say free the nipples if we're going to find equality running on the sandy beaches with our things all popping up and down. Yeah, no. Clearly we're not, because they don't make sports bras for men. There's documents on sports bras and tissue and our back all the time because of our breasts. Ladies, we're awesome. Hands down, the most amazing creature God has made. We came second to the man. Think about that. He wasn't complete until we arrived. That is amazing. We have breasts. Deal with it. But ladies, we also have to deal with it. Stop dumbing yourselves down. Start recognizing that we're awesome. Accept that. Be better. I'm empowering us to be better. Okay, let's be better together. We all understand cleavage has power. We all understand being voluptuous and push-up bras have power. They should. We all get it. We all know it. Don't take that away. Don't take the veil away of clothing. Keep that there so that all of us have the, it's like, is there something there? Oh, she looks nice. Wow, that dress. Oh my gosh, girl. When it's all out there, folks, it's not fun anymore. Don't take away Christmas morning. I just have 2 questions for you. One I want you to understand is that what is pornography? I mean, really, you have to answer that question. Once nipples are out there, what is pornography? And what are we going to do for the people that had porn addictions that actually had to take away all of that media material and keep it out of their lives, including on their phones? What are you going to do when you walk your pornography right down the sidewalks past that man who tried to change his life? Lena, you have no idea what you're doing. This is so much bigger than just equality and a nipple, girlfriend. You need to think this through. I'm going to fight you, girl. I'm going to fight you because I love you, and I will do it. Thanks. Sheer passion.